There are over 5,000 colleges and universities in the United States alone, and nearly every single one of them is named after a location or a historical figure. But along the shores of Lake Michigan, there is a school whose namesake is not a founder, not a historical figure, not a state, city, or physical landmark. It is named after an ideal, a virtue, a way of life. Its name is hope. It is so easy to get lost in what this world lacks, to become discouraged by its needs, gaps, and flaws. Can we see beyond the uncertainty and brokenness? At Hope College, we do. Not by ignoring the world as it is, but by learning and living with the belief that this is not the world as it should be, by driving to understand, to unlock clarity, to amplify truth, by leading with inspired compassion, by embodying a vision that illuminates greater opportunity for all, by serving with anchored conviction, using our collective gifts to offer this world what it needs most. Hope. Not simply hope as a desire, but hope as a way of being. Because hope has changed the way we see the world, and hope drives us to change the way the world is. Because hope shapes our calling. Because hope inspires our dreams. Because hope empowers our talents. Because hope frees us to try. Because hope transforms what we believe, transforms how we act, transforms who we are. At Hope College, we know this life-altering grace is a gift we have all been given, and it is the greatest gift we can offer the world. Hope transforms. There are over 5,000 colleges and universities in the United States alone, and nearly every single one of them is named after a location or a historical figure. But along the shores of Lake Michigan, there is a school whose namesake is not a founder, not a historical figure, not a state, city, or physical landmark. It is named after an ideal, a virtue, a way of life. Its name is hope. It is so easy to get lost in what this world lacks, to become discouraged by its needs, gaps, and flaws. Can we see beyond the uncertainty and brokenness? At Hope College, we do. Not by ignoring the world as it is, but by learning and living with the belief that this is not the world as it should be, by driving to understand, to unlock clarity, to amplify truth, by leading with inspired compassion, by embodying a vision that illuminates greater opportunity for all, by serving with anchored conviction, using our collective gifts to offer this world what it needs most. Hope. Not simply hope as a desire, but hope as a way of being. Because hope has changed the way we see the world, and hope drives us to change the way the world is. Because hope shapes our calling. Because hope inspires our dreams. Because hope empowers our talents. Because hope frees us to try. Because hope transforms what we believe, transforms how we act, transforms who we are. At Hope College, we know this life-altering grace is a gift we have all been given, and it is the greatest gift we can offer the world. Hope transforms.
$1,000,000, but my money don't really feel like I do. And from the ground I built my own buzz. People was amazed I was still in high school, but now I'm out. And money what I'm about, trying to get so much that I can't keep count. New kicks give me cushion like whoopee. Keep a smile like an eating pork cookie. Everything good, I'm white boy awesome. Up all night, Johnny Carson. I ain't got a Benz, no, just a Honda. But try and get my money like an anaconda. Real long, across the country. Smoke joints in the whip, no cap can bust me. Driving to the stage, they applaud and scream. All them pretty little girls come and flock to me. Yeah, I rack the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great stage kids gonna knock up on your door, so let 'em in, let 'em in, let 'em in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great stage kids gonna knock up on your door, so let 'em in, let 'em in, let 'em in.
Girl, put your love on me, 'cause I won't let you down. I won't let you down. I will be singing. Girl, put your love on me. I feel it all around. I feel it all around. I will be singing.
Give proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Shauna DeWitt.
Good afternoon, Hope College fans. This is Matt Wayner alongside Paul Willard for this edition of Hope College women's basketball on the day after Veterans Day. Paul,
Yes, sir.
We're inside playing basketball, and it just feels like last year when you and I were sitting here in February.
That's right.
Watching this team make their way all the way to the second round of the playoffs. And this is a little bit of a different lineup we got here.
Sure is.
We're hearing the starting lineups go out through the stadium here. And Paul, I think we got an exciting season ahead of us with a totally different starting lineup to start off for Hope College.
Yeah, definitely, Matt. A totally different starting lineup, but not an inexperienced starting lineup, right? The Hope College women's basketball team has about 4 or 5 members of that national championship team from 2022 returning and starting now on this squad this year. And I think you'll see a lot of veteran moves and a lot of veteran play from especially some of these juniors and seniors out here on this squad tonight. Of course, we've got a couple of brand new players in the mix for Hope College. Brand new freshmen coming in who got their first time on the court the other night against Marian University, and they played extremely well as well. So this is a young team, right? But don't get it twisted. This is a very experienced and time-tested team.
So you can see the starting lineup there for Wisconsin-Platteville. We got Nelson Mueller, Makowicz, Kling, and Richmond. Then for Hope College, a bunch of sophomores in their starting lineup. The headliner, though, of course, the junior Jada Garner. She's a terrific player. And she's going to be navigating a lot of the offense today. That's the junior Garner, sophomores Keegan Kaiser, Carson Carlblum, Sydney Viss, and the senior Raven Jemison at the 5.
Yes, the lone senior on the team this year, Matt. Kind of a rare thing for Hope to have as few seniors on a squad as they've had in years past, right? We're used to seeing 4 or 5 or 6 seniors on the Hope squad, and this year only one of them on the squad this year. So like I said, this is certainly a young team in terms of their years in college, definitely not inexperienced, and a team that is able to run with anybody in the country, I think, and their confidence is growing as their games play on here. And you saw that confidence grow the other night against Marian University. They started out a little bit slow, and then towards the tail end of the first half and into the second half, Hope really kind of broke it open, not only with their defensive pressure, but also their increase in offensive attack and shooting.
So with the tip-off about to start here, Paul, like you said, with Marian from Wisconsin blown out by both Hope College and Wisconsin-Platteville the last 2 nights, both 25-plus point victories. So we're going to find out after a little bit of a challenge today. It's Jemison on the jump for Hope. Will be possession to Carlblum to lead it off for the Dutch. Out to the wing, there's Garner. Garner leading, she drives, gets positioning. Pivot foot out to Viss. Viss up and under, too strong.
Oh, yeah. What a cut from Sydney Viss, though, and really that awareness, like you talked about, Matt, earlier, with Jada Gardner kind of running the point, able to distribute and find Sydney Viss streaking down the court, and a nice lay and physical play from Viss to get that ball in the bucket.
So here's Platteville driving on the left side. That's Kling. Kling is out to Mueller at the top of the key. We're going to get an offensive foul. That's going to be on Kling.
3-second violation, maybe.
So Kling's on the offensive foul. Will be Hope College possession here. Once again, that starting lineup for the Dutch. That's Garner, Carlblum, Kaiser, Jemison, and Viss. Here's Kaiser on the left side. She's dribble driving. A lot of room to work.
Drive.
Easy, too.
Yeah. Keegan Kaiser saw that lane open right up for her and took it right to the hole. Great bucket by Kaiser.
Platteville on the other side. That's Mueller up for 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound brought down by Carlblum. Hope looking to move with some pace here early. Kaiser, top of the key. Calling their first offensive set. Pass off to Carlblum. Off to Viss. She thinks about it. Puts the ball on the floor. Gets it out to Garner. Garner now navigating. Shot clock down to 10. Garner looking for the high pick and roll. There's Carlblum. Yep, she'll go for it. Just off the iron. A couple of Dutch down there trying to get the rebound. Rebound brought down by Kling. Here comes Platteville. There's 22. Makowicz on the drive. Great drive by Makowicz. She's going to be fouled on the way up. I believe that's going to be on Raven Jemison.
Yeah, and Hope's got to be a little bit careful here. Raven got 2 quick fouls in that Marian game the other night and was taken out by Coach Morehouse pretty immediately within the first 5 minutes, and it looks like she's going to get a quick rest here. The junior Courtney Lee out of Fishers, Indiana, coming in now in place of Raven Jemison. Jemison, of course, kind of came on in that second half a little bit more, started scoring a few more buckets, really keeping that ball high in the paint. And keeping herself out of foul trouble on the defensive end, which was key for Hope to kind of maintain some presence down in the paint as the game wore on.
First free throw goes in for Makowicz. Seconds up, and the rebound brought down by Viss. Lee in the ball game, like you said, she's junior from Indiana. That's basketball country, folks. And Viss on the drive. It's going to be a no shot. The foul is on the ground.
Yeah, Sydney Viss kind of stepping gingerly out of that play a little bit, got bumped hard going to the bucket. Foul was on the floor, so referee says no good on the basket attempt.
Looks like that foul's on Wokach. Here's Viss for 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound's brought down by Nelson. Nelson gets pickpocketed there by Kaiser.
Great awareness by Kaiser to kind of strip that away, and then the momentum of the Platteville player just kind of carried right on top of Kaiser, and she draws the foul here, and it's Hope basketball again.
So the tough foul on Nelson, but here's Garner now navigating offense with a 4-1 lead for Hope College. Passes it off to Carlblum. Dribble drive. Here's Kaiser. She got a step. and they're going to get her on the push, a little bit of that Michael Jordan push off.
Yeah.
As she's trying to get a little bit of positioning. It's just too much contact, so we'll have Platteville ball. First foul on Kaiser.
No chicken wings up in the concession stand, but chicken wings certainly down on the court here with Keegan Kaiser throwing that elbow out.
That's hilarious. Man, there's Wokach. Can't do anything with the basketball there, so she dishes it off to Mueller. Mueller driving, great move by her. She gets her own rebound, can't get the two to go. It's going to be batted out of bounds by Makowicz. Here's Hope College basketball. So early here, Paul, we got a lot of pace going on in this game. Platteville struggling to get the ball down where they like it in the middle of the key, but here's Hope College moving with pace.
Yeah, not surprising to see the Dutch come out. And, we've got a charging foul against Sydney Viss here. Referees are kind of all over the players right now, calling fouls left and right. I think it's going to be a very hotly contested game here. The referees stepping in, making the calls early, kind of setting the tone for the game a little bit, and making sure that these players know exactly how the refs are going to kind of let this game progress.
As they deliberate the call, we want to thank our referees all in the MIAA. They do a fantastic job. We're appreciative of the work that they do. So we're here live from DeVos Fieldhouse. They're deliberating here. We'll see if there's any change in call.
One of the other referees
So they're just making sure they're on the same page about the earlier foul call to make sure it's in the official scorebook. So that is the charge, will be on Sydney Viss, her first.
Yeah, each team now with 3 total team fouls very early on in this game.
Richmond on the drive. It's a great look there. Rebound brought down by Lee. Here comes Garner the other way out to Viss. Great up and under. That's a beautiful move.
Yeah.
Sydney Viss, a star in the making for Hope College.
Yeah, sophomore Sydney Viss out of Byron Center. Saw quite a bit of playing time last year, but is really coming on strong in basically that kind of a little bit of a power forward position for the Flying Dutch here.
A lot of space to move there for Nelson. Can't get the ball out, but she does to Mueller down there. Mueller room to work. Excellent defense by Viss and Lee on the double team. Here comes going the other way. That's Maynard, dishes off to Carlboom, but that's off the mark. So Hope College scoreless from three-pointers so far. As going the other way is Richmond.
Yeah, that was kind of the game that happened against Marion the other day, Matt. You know, one of the things that happened with them, Hope tried from the three pretty early on and didn't have much success until later on in the first quarter, or even kind of early in the second quarter, or second half, excuse me. And we've got some substitutions coming in. Lauren Leach, Olivia Bellows, and Hannah Kurtz for the Flying Dutch here.
So the ill-advised pass. Hope College the ball here on the Platteville turnover. Here's Kearns. On the dribble drive, a lot of room to work with. She cannot get the and one, but that's a great drive by the sophomore Lauren Leach. Lauren Leach from Angola, Indiana, home of Trine.
Yes.
College rival in Trine, obviously the favorite to win the MIAA as we saw this week. Hope College projected to finish second, first time in a few years, but Trine once again dominant. But we're going to find out a little bit more later this year to see how good both of those teams are.
Yeah, absolutely.
First free throw goes.
Trine returning one of their the MIAA MVPs, Sydney Wagner, for Trine, and returning a couple of other key players as well. Makes them always a dangerous foe for Hope College, of course. And the Pioneers of Platteville here looking to get more offense going other than their lone free throw at the moment, as a triple try from the top, and that's good for number 33, Ashley Weir.
So that's a great look by Weir. Here comes Hope College going the other way. 23, that's Bellows on the dribble drive, puts it down with the left hand. This ball up, and that's Leach, who's at the top of the key looking drive. She gets it out to Bellows. Bellows from three. Can't get it to go. Rebound's brought down by Richmond. Here's Richmond. Great pass in transition. On the pump fake is Nelson. Rebound brought down by Platteville. Here around the key, another look is Richmond. Richmond, yes, for 3.
Wow.
And a nice shot there by Richmond. 7-8 now, Hope College with pace. Once again, here's Leach getting space to work. The double team, there's Lee. Can't get it to go, but she is fouled on the way up. So Courtney Lee. So we got an 8-7 ball game now.
Yeah, just as I was mentioning, Platteville looking to get more offense going. They must have heard me all the way back here or something like that, because they've shot 2 threes in a row now, both of which have found the bottom of the net, and we're looking, like you said, Matt, at an 8-7 game with about half the time gone here in the first period.
So a little bit of a different look here. Hope College with 5 new players. Rebound off, or the foul shot off the back iron for Lee. So we got Lee, Bellows, it's Taryn Maynard, Leach, and Hannah Kearns in for Hope College now. Second free throw is no good. Rebound is brought down by Kling. Here's Kling setting up offense for Platteville, just down 1 now. Kling picks up her dribble and dishes it off to Strom, and it's just too much with the hands by Maynard. So Maynard's a freshman. She's from Jenison High School. That's local, just about 20 minutes from here.
Yep.
So they're going to bring in the starter now, Jada Garner, to come in for Maynard. And as we see here, Paul, I mean, Platteville really realizing it's a good bad out of bounds by Bellows. Her defense has been huge, but Paul, as we see, I mean, what do you see Platteville trying to change here so that they can continue to get offensive sets going?
Yeah, I think one of the things that, a legal screen now against Platteville, but one of the things that I think I've seen in the past few minutes here for Platteville is that they've kind of abandoned going down in the low post, as that really hadn't been much, drawing much success for them, and they've been they'll work it down and then kick it out to the top, and they've had a couple of triple tries, like I said, that have found the bottom of the bucket here, and just fortunately now, and it's going to be a tie up here. Looks like a jump ball, possession arrow going back to Platteville. But Platteville is looking to put some shots up, and they've got a couple of shooters who have found the bottom of the net, and so I wouldn't be surprised to see Platteville continue. Oh, a little bit of a mistake here. Garner on the reverse, and she's going to get 2. But I think Platteville has really done a great job of stepping into those 3-point shots and putting them within striking distance of the Hope Flying Dutch.
So we had a couple of possessions there occur there. It was Jada Garner on the steal, and she's fouled on her way as she's trying to go for an up and under. The first free throw is no good.
Rattles in and out.
Garner, the junior, like you've said, so much experience, played so many valuable minutes in the last 2 seasons for Hope, and the second free throw is nothing but net. Here comes a sub in for Hope College. That's the freshman, Chloe Brunsberg. Brunsberg led all scorers on Thursday night with 16 points for Hope College.
Yeah.
A little bit of pressure there by the Hope College defense. Here's 23, Strom on the dribble drive. She dishes it out around the key for Platteville to drive by Kling. Yeah, she does. Great shot. Way to set up your shoulders to the basket. That's a nice look. 9-9 ball game. Garner around the key to Bellows. Dribble drive. That's Brunsberg for 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound brought down by Lee. Lee dishes out to Garner. Garner pump fake, drives, puts it on the floor, and there's Bellows now driving, making room up and under. Can't get it to go. Rebound brought down by Kling. Out in transition now. Kling driving, a lot of room to work, doesn't square up her shoulders, and the rebound is brought down by Brunsberg with pace. Here's Garner. Garner to Bellows. Bellows setting up, high pick and roll. She settles, but fakes on the 3 around the key to Garner. Garner driving, one-on-one. And that's enough.
Shooter's roll there for Jada Garner. You know, Matt, what are you seeing from Hope right now? It looks like they've been content to have a little bit of dribble drive in the paint. Not a lot of kickouts for 3s, a few here and there, but just haven't found the bottom of the net yet. A
great drive there by Kling. Kling up and under. Here comes Hope with more pace.
Defensive miscue there by the Dutch. But what are you expecting Hope to do here, Matt, as this first quarter wears down?
Here's Bellows on the dribble drive. Rebound brought down by Lee. It's kind of battered around, and Kling ends up with it. So Kling going the other way now. Here comes Kling across the timeline. Out to Preeve. We're finally getting a break in the action as Carlblum comes in for the Dutch and a host of subs for Platteville. And yeah, Paul, like you're talking about, it looks like Hope College is trying to find a little bit of what they can do offensively. It's become stagnant, it looks like, as they bring in Jemison, the starter, to play the 5. And I expect Hope to continue to kind of throw a host of people to see if they can get their three-point shooting going.
Yeah,
that will be a big part of their identity moving forward, only shooting 23% on Thursday. Ill-advised pass there to Mueller. Mueller's now out to Hopper. Hopper driving around the key is Mueller. Mueller looks for it. Oh, and setting up for 3 is Weir. Weir, nothing but net. That's a great shot off the pump fake to give Platteville the lead.
Yeah, and when Platteville's shooting like that from three-point land, you know, they had hands in the face, did the Flying Dutch, and still not able to do anything about that ball traveling down and scoring the three-pointer there for Platteville.
So the rebound brought down by Mueller. Mueller now setting up to get the ball around the key. Weir is going to want another 3. She's been hot. The steal is almost there by Garner, but on the miss by Hoppert, it's going to be Garner going the other way. Garner around the key. Out there to Leach, back to Garner. They're getting so much spacing here on the drive, and that's a good look. Jemison sets up.
Oh, too strong
off the iron. There's Carlblum, strongly goes up, can't get it to go. Just a lot of things to clean up here early for Hope College.
Referees calling for a stoppage here, saying putting 19 seconds back on the shot clock here as that ball hit the rim and it didn't reset.
So reset, an opportunity to catch our breath, opportunity for Hope College to get the starter Keegan Kaiser back in the ball game. Kaiser, the sophomore from Floyd Central High School in New Albany, Indiana. Like we've talked about before on this broadcast, I'm from Indiana. I know Indiana knows hoops, and that's why we get these girls at Hope College. A good shot there by Kaiser. Rebounds brought down by Weir. She continues to battle, be a huge asset for Platteville here early. And now it's Richmond setting up the offense. Richmond on the right wing, dribbling around, almost stolen there by Kaiser on the pass.
Ref's going to get her on the travel there on Brinley Nelson as she shuffled her feet a little bit too many times before she took a dribble there. But yeah, you know, Matt, one of the things that Hope is going to try to do here, I think, is look for those open looks on the three-point land, from three-point land, because they certainly have shooters who can find the bottom of the net.
And it's Hope College there.
Raven with a little bit of a mishandle.
So around the top of the key, trying to get the ball down to Jemison. She fumbles it. So the turnover on Hope College now provides the opportunity for Platteville to extend their lead as Richmond brings it across the timeline.
Yeah, thus far a very low-scoring first quarter here, Matt. Both teams really kind of testing each other defensively. Of course, Platteville kind of gaining the advantage via the 3-ball as that one nearly falls in.
So Nelson off the back iron, rebounds brought down by Maynard. Maynard with pace. Gets to her spot. Nice hesitation by Maynard. Really good job getting her defender out of position. She's fouled on the way up. That foul is going to be on Hopper.
That is her first. Entering the lineup for the Flying Dutch, number 25, Sydney Viss.
Sydney Viss back into the lineup now for the freshman Brunsberg, getting a breather.
Platteville, a team coming from one of the toughest conferences in women's college basketball, the WIAC. Last year, two players, Ella Mackwicks and Brinley Nelson, both were honorable mentions last year as Maynard gets the free throw to go. So Platteville, a program that's historically had excellent basketball for women's and men's teams.
Yes.
Well coached by Kelly McNiff in her 5th season. Here comes Strom. Strom driving and dishes, probing, and a great look to Weir. Weir's been great offensively.
Yeah, right now the Flying Dutch seem to be out of shape a little bit on the defensive side of the ball. Lots of backdoor cuts being wide open for Platteville. Lots of in and out of the paint here as well as Raven takes it in. unable to finish there. And we've got a collision down in the paint. Carl Bloom.
Here comes Kling on the other end. Kling outside, a lot of defense there by Maynard. Maynard out to Weir. Weir at the top of the key, looking to drive, puts the ball on the floor, goes down. Not a great look as she's going to get called for the travel.
Yeah, one of the things that I think Hope will try to look at doing after this first quarter concludes here is Coach Brian Morehouse, Coach Courtney Cust are going to talk about getting their shape back together, at least defensively, and certainly trying to find, oh, nice drive by Maynard there to close it out. But like I was saying, Matt, you know, one of the things that I think they'll talk about after this first quarter is how to get better shape on the defensive end to limit those backdoor cuts, limit those three-point chances from Platteville, and Hope only down 2 as we're going to take a little bit of a break here, I believe.
So here from Hope College from DeVos Fieldhouse, 14-16, that's Platteville lead. That's the end of the first quarter. We'll take a quick break, be right back here at DeVos in a couple.
My name is Meg Morehouse. I'm a senior this year, and I'm studying physical education and health. I am on the women's basketball team. We won the national championship when I was a junior. It was unbelievable. The education department at Hope allowed me to realize my passion about teaching. Anytime I get to go into a classroom and work with students, I just get really excited. My goal when I graduate would be to be a middle school physical education and health teacher. Hope does an amazing job of preparing their students for what is to come in the future.
As an invested community partner, LVZ is proud to help share Hope's stories of transformational impact.
Hey, back here from Hope College, DeVos Fieldhouse. We got a 16-14 Platteville lead. Paul, great game so far, but a lot to figure out for both teams, it looks like.
Yeah, definitely. One of the things, both teams right now are 50% from the free, from the charity stripe there. Platteville out-rebounding Hope by 1 at the moment. And here's the key, the big key right here is that Hope is 0 for 6 from three-point land, and UW Platteville is 3 for 5 from three-point land at the moment. So shooting 60% are the Pioneers from Platteville from three-point land, as Maynard chalks one up.
So Maynard up off the iron again, so 0 for 7 now, and they're going to get Kaiser over the back on the foul.
But again, though, Matt, that was the story of the game against Marion too, right? Hope took a lot of early threes, and a lot of them did not find the bottom of the net until late in the second quarter or even into the second half. So I would expect Hope to keep trying to put it up there because they know they have the shooters to do so.
Schramm out, and that's at the top of the key is Mueller. Mueller is out to Kling. Kling dribble driving now. She's got room. Hey, and that's Strom driving, picks up her dribble. Out to Mackwicks. Mackwicks up and under. Yeah, she does. That's a great look by Ella Mackwicks. So here's Hope College moving quickly down the other way. Bellows on the right key, and it's stolen by Nelson. Nelson for the easy 2. Yeah, she does miss. She misses. Wow. Rebound by Carl Bloom. And here comes Maynard the other way. A lot of room to work. That's a nice drive. Squares up her shoulders. Use that strength, Taryn Maynard. Get the 2 and 1 old-fashioned way.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with the freshman out of Jenison, Taryn Maynard, here on her dribble drives today. She's gotten into the paint quite frequently and is willing to put her body on the line to drive to the hoop, and she gets the and 1 for her effort.
So Maynard's got 3 points here. And Strom the other way. Strom's been quick to the basket. She likes dribble drive and probe a little bit, but they're missing their starting guard, and that's Richmond looking to check in now. Here's Kling driving. Good hedge there by Jemison to create the tough look.
Oh,
but
wow.
hey, Kling still gets it to go.
Yeah, what a nice little floater there by Kling.
Moving the other way, here's Bellows. Hope everything has been on dribble drive as they get it down to Jemison now. She's got room to work. Inside. Misses, can't get her own rebound. So it's off Jemison. She's frustrated as it's been a couple of tough looks for her down there.
Yeah, absolutely. Raven Jemison the senior out of East Kentwood, doing everything that she can down in the paint except letting the ball go into the bucket. She's really good with her footwork down low. She's really good with keeping that ball high so it stays away from any defensive pressure. But unfortunately for Jemison thus far, none of them have found the bottom of the bucket.
So it looks like Platteville may have gotten opportunity for a timeout, or it might be a jump ball down there, so the refs deliberate who's basketball. And it will remain Platteville basketball off the jump. So 20-17 is the Platteville lead. On the inbounds, that's out to Mueller at the top of the key. Mueller out to Richmond. Richmond looking for a screen set. There's Mueller, thinks about it with the left. Gets a little better position, she gets the 2 to go. Here comes Hope College. Going the other way is Maynard, now the guard with Garner on the sideline. Here's driving is Carl Bloom, but she dribbles off her foot. Really good defensive possession there by Nelson. You can see the way she's just forcing Carl Bloom to go to her left. A little bit discomfort there for her. Here's Richmond. Richmond gets it out to the top of the key. Kling, a lot of room to work, and a block by Jemison. Rebound brought down by Bellows. Bellows in transition. Bellows moving, space to work, gets the one she likes. Oh, and it's blocked. There's Carl Bloom for 2. Can't get it to go. The shooting woes continue for Hope College.
Yeah, Carl Bloom with just a really nice look after a great hustle play by Bellows to get out and run it. And just nothing falling right now for the Dutch.
Wonderful defense there. Looks like that's Leach down there, the sophomore, as well as Jemison. Jemison and Carl Bloom taking a break on the bench. A couple of subs come in. It looks like Hannah Kearns in the ball game, as well as Courtney Lee.
Yeah, and Coach Morehouse going with a lot of subs in this game, Matt, like really trying to find what's going to be the rhythm for Hope in this contest here and how the personnel is going to work together.
Nice look by Mueller. She uses her strength and her left hand.
Yeah, great finish over Courtney Lee there from Mueller.
There's Maynard going the other way. Out to Kearns. Maynard looks for a dribble drive, and Leach thought about it, passes out to Bellows. Bellows also wants to drive. Platteville just letting him. They're staying in man, forcing Hope to beat them. There's Leach. Yeah, she does.
Finally from three-point land.
Hope College
hits
first three-pointer.
Wow.
Richmond going the other way. She drives. She's got room to work on Maynard. Dishes out. That's for 3. Off the mark is Wokach. Out transition, Kearns, one-on-one. Decides to bring it back out to the Dutch, and there's Maynard. Maynard can't get her to go off the front iron. They're going to get Kearns on the foul on the ground. Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, they're going to call it the other way.
Yeah, Hannah Kearns trying to fight for that rebound and gets a little arm down on the baseline there.
That's right. So looks like that foul is going to be actually on Allison Wokach for Platteville, so it will remain Hope College basketball. Here's Leach trying to set up the offense now. They call for a pick and roll, and it's stripped by Mueller. Excellent defense. Here's Richmond driving. She's got a shooter out there on the wing. Puts the ball down, spin move, can't get it to go. Rebound by Garner.
Yeah, beautiful spin move there from Nelson as she had Hannah Kearns
in the spin cycle.
Yeah, definitely.
Here's Garner driving. Space to work. Look for the foul on the way up, does not get it.
Yeah.
But it will remain Hope College basketball.
Yeah, one of the things that Hope is still trying to do is dribble drive in that paint, trying to get a layup in, trying to gain or draw some physical contact from Platteville in the hopes of calling a foul and getting sent to the line. And the referees are saying no fouls on any of this down here, except for that one there where Jada Garner gets bumped as she goes down the baseline trying to get it out to the wing to Maynard there.
So Paul, as Hope College tested here early with a 4-point deficit.
Yeah.
We're in the second quarter, 5:47 to play. It looks like Hope College got some stuff to figure out physically here, as they're used to being able to demand their will a little bit more of their seniors, and they're going to get Garner on the offensive. Push off with her front hand. It's Garner's first foul.
Jada Garner coming up with a little smirk on her face after that call happened. Probably either maybe a little bit frustrated with herself or maybe frustrated with the call as well. But Hope's got to find a way to continue to dribble drive and force Platteville to make the defensive stops, as they've done pretty much throughout the first half of this game. As a little bit of an offensive miscue, a ball careens out of bounds off the hands of the Platteville player here.
So that's a tough pass there by Wokach off the hands of Richmond. So another turnover for Platteville. Just going to give Hope the ball, and here's Garner setting up offense. Pick and roll. Not enough room to get the ball down to Lee as she keeps calling for it, and she does. But it's a turnover off the hands of Courtney Lee. The other way is Wokach. Wokach over to Mueller, stolen by Leach. Leach gets a hand in the cookie jar, finds something she likes. Here's Garner gonna set it up. The pass off, she looked to Leach, gets it out to Maynard. Maynard uses that jab step. Here's Kearns with some room to work. Rebound, or pass down to Courtney Lee, can't get the two to go. And that's Coach Kelly McNiff calling a timeout, talk things over here with 4 minutes and 38 seconds to go. We're going to take a break here from DeVos Fieldhouse.
My name is Evan Thomas. I'm a rising senior at Hope College. I'm a biology major and a chemistry minor on the pre-med track, and I play basketball here. Hope's really defined my goals and defined the path I want to set for myself. Coach Mitchell has been a big catalyst in my growth here at Hope, as well as many professors, specifically my lab professor, Dr. Calvo. I hope to use what I've learned here at Hope to continue my research in medical school. Through medicine, I hope I can erase healthcare disparities.
I'm Ryan Vanderswart. As an invested community partner, LBZ is proud to help share Hope College's stories of transformational impact.
Back here from DeVos Fieldhouse, 24-20 is the Platteville lead. Here's Richmond, now across the timeline. Richmond trying to get to work there on Garner. She gets it out to Wokach on the left key. Wokach driving, gets the double team, dishes out to Mueller. Now to Weir, can't get it to go. Rebound brought down by Kearns. Here comes Garner going the other way, trying to set something up here. Hope College continuing to try to find an offensive identity here. And that's the pick and roll look by Garner. She's got room to work. Can't get the two to go. Brunsberg fights for it. And it looked like it was off the hands of Brunsberg, but the referee did not see the same, and it will remain Hope College basketball.
Yeah, the Platteville faithful to our left here letting out a collective groan as that looked like the ball may have gone off of Brunsberg, but the ref didn't see it that way.
We had the best look in the house here.
We certainly did, that's for sure.
There's Kearns out to Garner. Garner now setting it up here for Hope College. Much respect to the Platteville faithful who made it all the way out here from Wisconsin. On the drive is Viss. She does it herself.
Yeah, and one for Sydney Viss. And again, Matt, I hate to sound like a broken record, but the dribble drive is working, but also not working, right? You get a couple of moments in there. Sydney Viss gets the and one here. Taryn Maynard had a couple of great dribble drives to go into the paint, and so it's working for Hope. But then other times, Platteville completely collapses their defense on them, and then it doesn't work for Hope. So we'll see if that's part of the game plan here in the second half for Coach Moe and the Flying Dutch.
On the other end of the court, it's a miss by Platteville, and they get it to Viss. Viss going to work again. Yep, anytime she wants, but it's off the glass too hard.
Yeah, too strong.
There's
for
Weir.
Viss.
Weir out to Richmond. Richmond trying to get the ball down. They're big, Tatum Weir. Richmond is now out to Nelson. Nelson at Top of the key out to Weir. Weir's hit a couple of threes so far in this game. That's Tatum. Weir picks up her dribble. Gets out to Kling. And that's Nelson for three. Can't get it to go. Rebound brought down by Kearns. Said that name a few times today. Here's out to Garner. Garner setting up. Oh, here's Brunsberg. Can't get it. She's got room to work down to Jemison. Jemison up strong. Yeah, she does. She needed that one to fall.
Yeah, she certainly did. Raven Jemison spending a whole lot of time in the paint today. The 6'2" senior out of East Kentwood finally finds the bottom of the net here as she has had multiple attempts to put it in the bucket, and she gets the and one for her hustle play and her physical play.
She was 6th on the team in free throw attempts, so she made the most of it.
Jemison gets the free throw to go. She's got a couple now.
Hope now steps out to a 2-point lead over Platteville as we tick down to 2:50 left in this first half.
Garner gives Richmond the right, and Richmond off the mark. The 2 tries just short. Garner across the timeline. She's got to step on Richmond. She gets room, yep, for the 2.
Yeah, excellent play there by
Way
Garner.
to create space with her body.
Yeah.
Richmond going the other way. Let's pass out to Nelson. Nelson thinks about it. Down to the 5. That's Mueller. Nelson can't get the 2 to go. Rebound brought down by Jemison, and a foul on Nelson. So Hope College with a little bit of momentum on an 8-0 run.
Yeah, really great grab by Jemison there as she went down with the rebound, got fouled there. You know, Matt, one of the things that I'm seeing here is that Hope has really kind of re-energized. That last time out, Coach Mo, Coach Cuss, the coaching staff here for the Flying Dutch seem to have re-energized this team both on the offensive and defensive end, as Hope has certainly stepped up their defensive pressure and their dribble drives again have kind of been working for them in the past 3 or so minutes here.
Jemison misses the front end. The 2 free throw tries.
Times in 173 minutes of action.
She gets the second to go. So here comes Platteville the other way. Richmond the guard. Setting up offense. Moving quickly, dishes down. That's Kling. Kling out to Mueller. Mueller, wonderful pass to Weir, who was blocked.
Great block by Jemison.
By Raven Jemison.
And again, this is what I'm talking about. Hope stepping up their defensive pressure, finding their shape. It seems as though that last time out really re-energized them. They're able to find their defensive shape here, and they're really stepping in. Into Platteville's offensive strikes and putting up a lot of defensive pressure to make every shot a contested shot.
Bellows, the substitute, comes in for Sydney Viss. And out in the stands, who love that one, is the sophomore guard on the men's basketball team, Marcus Werman, a big fan of that block by Raven Jemison. There's going the other way. Mueller thinks about it, hesitates, pass down to Weir. Weir goes down with her left, and she's out to Mueller. Mueller wants to, puts the ball on the floor. A tough look, but wow. She gets it to go, too strong.
Yeah, really tough bucket by Mueller there.
Mueller out to Bellows. I'm sorry, Maynard out to Bellows. Back in. Carl Bloom's got room. Oh. Yeah, too athletic, too strong. Great look by Carson Carl Bloom.
To the lefty switch, too, to lay that in. Great move by Carl Bloom.
Here comes Kling. Dribbling around the perimeter out to Weir. Weir wants to chuck up a 3 again. She hesitates. Mueller thinks about it. They're going to get an offensive 3 seconds call on Platteville. So 31-26. We got a minute 24 until halftime. Subs coming in for Platteville. That's going to be Mackwicks taking a break. Brianna Preve, the senior from Randolph, coming in the ballgame. Maynard setting up offense. Maynard with her left, dishes out. Garner thought about it, hesitates. With room, too quick. Out to Maynard, thinks about it. Here's Bellows. Puts the ball on the floor. They're going to get the tie up on the defensive pressure there by Preve. So will be Hope College basketball off the jump ball.
Yeah, great hands there by Preve to step in and tie that up as Bellows was going again for another dribble drive. The story of the first half here for Hope is that they're putting it on the floor and driving into the paint, and a lot of times it's led to quite a bit of success as Hope has scored 6 or 7 points here in the past couple of minutes.
So Carl Bloom gets space, gets her defender off.
Wow.
That's a wet step back there by Carson Carl Bloom. She's finding her rhythm now, the sophomore. There's Richmond. Tough pass out there to Preve. Pressure now put on by Leach. Out to Kling. Kling for the high screen. Moves out the other way. Here's Weir trying to get room to work. Mueller puts the ball on the ground now, trying to go to work on Jemison. She just throws the ball up. And they do not get a foul there on Jemison. No. Huge for Hope College with the 8-point lead.
Yeah, Jemison keeping her hands in the air the entire time, moving her feet side to side, not even a body bump on Mueller there as Mueller lost control as the ball went out of bounds now. And Hope's going to look for the last shot here now as Maynard takes the ball up the court.
It's Maynard here with 20 seconds to go in the 8-point lead. And then we'll have a few things to discuss here before halftime. To wrap up this one, we'll see what she decides to do. High screen and roll for Carl Bloom and Maynard. She's got room, puts the ball on the floor. And a really good defensive possession there by Kling. It will stay Hope College ball with 3 seconds to play. Might be a pass in here, see if they can get the ball to Jemison or somebody down in the paint. Got time just to set up. I don't think you got time to put the ball on the floor. They get it to Jemison. A great defensive possession by Platteville. 34-26 is the Hope College lead. And Paul, as we wrap up that first half, it was a lot of Hope College really being stifled on the offensive end. They're trying to work with more pick and rolls and a high screen and roll to get their bigs involved, but they've struggled to consistently make balls in the paint. They struggle to hit balls from three. What are you seeing?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, both teams really kind of shooting identical from the field at the moment. The biggest gap here is that Platteville is 3 for 8 from downtown. Hope is 2 for 11 from downtown. That hasn't been the entire story of the game, but one of the things that Hope really kind of keyed in on, like we talked about before the break, was their defensive shape and kind of their offensive dribble drive. They didn't totally abandon it. It seemed early on they would dribble drive and then kick a little too early for three-pointers, which resulted in only 2 makes for the Flying Dutch. But one of the things that Platteville did extremely well was shoot the ball from deep, and they also kind of abandoned that in the second quarter as well. So I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen here in the second half. You would expect more of the same, but also you can't ever count out the coaching genius of Coach Moe or of Kelly McNiff from Wisconsin-Platteville.
So as we head into halftime here, 34-26 is the Hope College lead. We'll be back here in a few minutes for more second half action from DeVos Fieldhouse.
I applied to the Hope Forward program mainly on a whim, but what really made me interested in it and what interested my whole family in it, it's generosity based, and that is not something that you will ever find in higher ed.
A scholarship is more like, I see you've earned this, you did academics well, you're really good at sports, I'm just gonna give you this money, and you'll lose it if you don't meet a certain criteria. And the Hope Forward gift is saying, we're gonna give it to you with the expectation that you're gonna turn around and be generous to the next generation.
Such a big beauty, and especially to me, about Hope Forward is it's so gospel-centered. I think that's the same with our walk with Jesus, is there's a sense of we are given to give.
It allows me to focus a lot more and really listen to what God wants me to do.
I get to jump into nursing, hopefully debt-free because of Hope Forward. If I hadn't received such a wonderful gift of this tuition, I would have to be a lot more tuition focused, whereas I've been given this gift of focusing on the people around me, the experiences around me, and getting to dive deeper into the things in the here and now instead of the how am I going to pay for this later.
I'm going into physical therapy, so that means 3 more years of grad school after Hope. But it's expensive. I was considering the military to pay for undergrad and then obviously graduate school because there was no way I could have done it.
I look at every class as it being a gift because someone is paying for my tuition, so that's all the classes that I'm attending. I focus on what's happening in that class and the gift that I'm given to learn these things.
It serves as a very reminder of what the gospel is so true about, in that we give because we have received first, and I think that has changed my outlook on people. It has changed my outlook on college. It's not just taking, but it also, I think, has changed my outlook on who I serve and being outward focused.
I didn't have to choose another career that would pay me more and that wouldn't make me as happy into going into social work.
At first, I was just trying to be part of a soccer team, and that was pretty much it. But by being involved in Hope Forward, it allowed me to think, I got into the team, and what's next? Like, how can I give back to this community?
I really like the cohort experience. We always say this, and I truly believe this. We are one of the most diverse group of students here on campus.
We are definitely very different, and that's really cool to see.
Just the community of Hope Forward and the people that are in it, a small group of people that are all very interested in making a huge difference in the world, and to have those people to go out into the world with.
It's crazy to think, and I would have never thought that I would be sitting in freshman year thinking, oh well, I can't wait to give back to such a program. And I think that is so true to the heart of Hope Forward, is we don't give because we have to. I think we give because we want to, and we give because we've been given.
I really want to be able to help support college students. It doesn't feel like a burden in any kind of way. I'm excited about it and show them that generosity that has been shown to me. I want them to go to college debt-free.
So I'll get to jump into my career and just continue to provide for the Hope Forward program to help other students do the same thing.
I think it's just like living in a generosity mindset, right? A lifestyle of generosity. Because Hope Forward has been such a part of my hope journey, I've learned I can be generous with my time. I can be generous with my financial resources. I can be generous with just listening. It changes the way you live your life. You can be yourself, and it's amazing. It's a mindset shift.
Custer Insurance Agency is a proud sponsor of Hope Athletics.
Whether you're building your dream home, buying a fixer-upper, or downsizing, the process can feel overwhelming. Let the local team at Lighthouse Title help the closing process be one less worry. Just ask your real estate professional or lender to close at Lighthouse Title. To learn more about how we are involved in our 35 communities or to ask us any questions about the process, visit us online at lighthousetitle.net.
Welcome to the 2023 Catalyst Summit.
This is Malcolm Gladwell. Thank you. And when I look at what is happening here at this school, in this community, it's actually far more of a revolution than you may give yourself credit for.
going to differentiate you in the fullness of time is the content of your character and the courage you have to bring to the situation.
The obstacle was getting people to believe that change was possible.
If one person invests time, energy, and resources in the trajectory of another person, change their life forever.
And in getting to know them individually and a group, they have brightened my heart and spirit as to the future of young people at Hope College.
It's like the biggest investment and trust a college can give to a student. And when a 17 or 18-year-old is invested by that much, I feel like it changes your daily life.
The work in this exhibit represents the lived experiences and future impact of 58 incredible people.
Very late night.
Yeah, very late. Yeah, very late night at 7 o'clock.
Yes, that's right.
Something about being on the receiving end of being told you are worthy. This is a pure gratuity, and all we are asking is that you consider what it is to respond to this kind of grace later in life to future generations. And I was like, what this really is like it's immediately creating a multi-generational community.
College is priceless, but it's way too expensive. I think the crazy thing is that no one is really doing anything to really solve that puzzle.
It is one of those wonderful ideas that people are going to try and politicize it, but it's non-politicizable.
Why not 30 years from now, this is the norm?
My name is Meg Morehouse. I'm a senior this year, and I'm studying physical education and health. I am on the women's basketball team. We won the national championship when I was a junior. It was unbelievable. The education department at Hope allowed me to realize my passion about teaching. Anytime I get to go into a classroom and work with students, I just get really excited. My goal when I graduate would be to be a middle school physical education and health teacher. Hope does an amazing job of preparing their students for what is to come in the future.
As an invested community partner, LVZ is proud to help share Hope stories of transformational impact.
In our popular mythology, revolutions happen in Silicon Valley, right? But no, the revolution happened here.
I think we are starting a revolution. It's coming from a very strong sense of who we are.
It's immediately creating a multi-generational community.
There's something magical happens when you shift from being a payer to being a giver.
Hope Forward has 58 students, I think, today-ish. You know, when we started in '94, we had 47. It's doable. What they're trying to do is doable. Getting people to believe early on is the hardest part.
It has given people a sense of belonging to a cause greater than themselves.
This can happen. This is possible. And we need each of you to be brand ambassadors for this initiative.
We're all aware of the crisis in American education. There are other crises as well that I think are linked to it. The second is the crisis facing our young people, the mental health crisis. And the third crisis is the crisis in our church. And when I look at what is happening here at this school, in this community, I see it as not just addressing the first of those crises, but all three of them.
The students are incredible, and the idea is incredible. Why not 30 years from now, this is the norm?
I've said this a million times, but who better than a place called Hope to run toward things that to the world look hopeless?
Can't none of
of y'all beat me. Boy, I'm so good, it feel like I'm cheating. A well of the storm, I feel like a season. This type of drive could push Lamborghinis. So get yourself signed and have your own sneaker. I'm in the van, I'm pushing the meter. A legend like John for everyday people. I got the heart of a champion. I got the blood of a winner. I don't know how to be stagnant. I got way too much ambition. I keep on beating statistics. How would I be denied? My only option is winning. I'm crossing the finish line. Number one. I put myself in a place where nothing can top me. I feel like I'm space. It's bigger than profit, but still I get paid. My thinking colossal, not minimum wage. Talk to the loss like I know the way. Stay on my job like who need a break? It wasn't possible, I heard them say, but I'm like MacGyver to all my mistakes. Running back home, now look at the bases. Been winning so long, I feel like a native. I got what you want, but you cannot take it. I do what you don't, cause I'm more creative. I put me on, no help for your favors. I'm breaking the mold to show you the flavors. I got control, you can't enable. I'm using my flaws to make me the greatest. I'm number one. I'm number one. I'm number one. Yeah, I'm number one. 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 Yeah, I'm number one. I'm number one.
Back here live from Hope College, DeVos Fieldhouse. Matt Wayner alongside Paul Willard for some second half action. 34-26 is the Hope College lead. What are you expecting here in the second half, Paul?
Yeah, you know, one of the things that we talked about right before the break was Hope continuing to maintain their offensive and defensive shape here. It showed in that second quarter as UW-Platteville only attempted 3 3-pointers and they made 0 of them, unlike their first half or first quarter kind of offensive blitz for their 3-pointers, where they shot 6 for 15 from the 3-point land. I would expect more of the same here from Hope to maintain their defensive shape, maintain their excellent defensive pressure. Nice little floater there too, as that ball
so
drops
that's
in.
Nelson gets it to go. Here comes Garner across the timeline, down to Viss. Viss driving now, trying to get room to work. Here's Jemison in the middle, gets it to Garner on the drive. Garner is fouled. A little bit of handsy there by Richmond. First couple of possessions resulted in turnovers. But here comes College first foul of the half. Garner brings the ball out. And like you've talked about, Paul, I'm real curious to see what Coach Mo wants to figure out here with this team. And it's going to be a hook call there by Jemison. As she gets her feet set, she just dishes out with that chicken wing arm.
Yeah.
Gets herself in a foul. I was very impressed in the first half with the sophomore Sydney Viss. Excellent job on her driving. She leads Hope College here. And here is Platteville on the drive is Kling. Kling gets down to a knee and back is Mueller. The defenders, Jemison. Nice pass, but it's too deep to Brindley Nelson. Brinley Nelson on her way to probably an all WEAC type of year for her. She's the junior from Fenimore.
Yeah, really nice cut through the paint there by Nelson. Just unfortunate that it's kind of careened right off of her hands and out of bounds. And now the Flying Dutch are ready for some offensive action here.
Kaiser's so quick on the drive. She dishes out to Carblum. Carblum once again out to the corner is Garner. Garner out to Carblum. That's enough room for her, but it's off the mark. Rebound by Jemison. Jemison up and under. Yeah, she does.
There it is for Raven Jemison. The second or third and one for her for the game here, as she is really making her presence known down in that paint. And that's exactly what we talked about in the first half here, Matt, is that Raven's got to get in the paint, keep that ball high, and draw those fouls so that she can get to the charity stripe.
Jemison is really the cherry on the top for this Hope College team that offensively has two drive-first guards in Viss and Carlblum and a navigator in Garner. So you got Jemison to be the cherry on top you can find down there. And here's Platteville going the other way. Kling picks up her dribble, has no room to work. Baseball pass out to Richmond. Richmond's got her foot on the line, so it's going to be Hope College basketball off the turnover. Coach Kellen McNiff not happy so far with his first few possessions. So we got 8 to play here in the third. Garner across the timeline. Richmond the defender on her. Kaiser with room to work. She dishes out. Yeah, Carblum, enough room. Yes, she does.
Yeah, Carblum's going to knock that down.
She says, I only need a step, and she can get it to go.
Yeah, in front of her home bench nonetheless, as they celebrate that three-pointer from Carlblum, who can certainly shoot it from anywhere on the court.
Richmond dishes down two-handsy by Raven Jemison all over Mueller, and she's going to get another foul. She needs a break on the bench. And that's the sub, the junior, Courtney Lee, coming in the ball game now.
Yeah, 3 fouls for Raven Jemison. You hate to see the bigs get in foul trouble at any point in time in the game. And Raven taking a seat on the bench here with 3 fouls so far, pretty early on in this second half.
Mueller, nice leading pass to Richmond. Kaiser, not a fan of that call.
No, and now Kaiser's got 3 fouls too.
So she's going to have to take a break as well, as they're going to bring in Lauren Leach. So Lauren Leach, the sophomore, comes in the ball game now. Kaiser trying to figure out, what did I do here, coach? And, you know, this early in the season being the middle of November, both these teams still a lot to figure out, as you and I have talked about.
For sure.
Platteville been very stagnant offensively all game, really trying to struggle to get through a Hope College team that's a little bit more physical. But Hope, frankly, just not making a lot of shots like they're used to, so they got to find some more scores. There's Garner, dishes off to Viss. Viss up and under, that's off the mark.
Really like that dribble drive, though, from Viss. Leaves it just a touch short.
Absolutely. There's Kling. She gets a Mueller up and under. Yeah, she does.
Nice finish from Mueller.
That's a strong take by Mueller. Mueller, the senior from Stevens Point, Wisconsin. There's Gardner dribbling at the top of the key. Leach with the jab step. Viss trying to make some room to work. Out to Carlblum. Yeah, she gets a step on her defender. She's fouled on the way up, so she's going to get 2 opportunities at the charity stripe.
Yeah, I really like that dribble drive. It's kind of been Sydney Viss's modus operandi all game, right?
Yeah.
She's taken it with her left hand into the paint, trying to draw contact, and she does so there. A couple of and-one finishes pretty early on for Viss as well. I would expect to see a lot more of that as she's kind of growing in confidence with her ability to get into the paint.
Sydney Viss, a sophomore, I see as really being a future, probably a top scorer here for the Dutch throughout the year. She's somebody that would come off the bench last year, hit a 3, play great defense, and she's got a lot of potential, but she misses both. There's Carlblum with room. The jab step is enough. The jab step gets her defender out of position. She swishes the 3.
Absolutely. Again, in front of her home bench. That's going to be Carlblum's spot for the rest of the game, I think.
Richmond gets it out to Mueller. Mueller on the fake, and she tries to find Nelson, too strong. Nelson driving, can't get it to go. Her own rebound, though. She gets the 2 to go. Nice move by Nelson. Here's Gardner with pace. Across the timelines, Viss. Viss picks up her dribble, and that's a travel.
Yeah, too much of a little bit of a, I guess, a multi-hesitation step there.
And as we take this opportunity now, Paul, we can go around the world in Hope College sports. You had an opportunity to call some soccer games and see them wrap up their season. And fantastic job for both teams. And here as we head into the winter, it's going to be the men's and women's basketball team that we'll be covering throughout the year with high expectations for both. There's Platteville on the other end. Mueller picks up her dribble, finds Kling. Kling out to Mueller. Enough room on Lee. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Weir. She's battling. The triple try is too much by Kling. And I think they're going to get a foul on Weir. Two-handsy. She's not happy about that call, but it's going to be Hope College basketball.
Yeah, great box out from Olivia Bellows there to draw the foul on that rebound as she corralled that down and got fouled on her way down. Taryn Maynard just checking into the ball game now for the Flying Dutch as well.
We got Maynard, we got Bellows in there now for Hope College. The 5 is Lee. Here's Lee driving, so much room. And a nice strip by Mueller. So no foul on the play. It's going to stay Hope College basketball.
Yeah, great hands in the paint there from Mueller. Great awareness to kind of slap that ball away and not foul Lauren Leach, as she was certainly had it dead to rights there to try to get that bucket.
Brianna Preve now in for Platteville. There's Carl Bloom. Use that jab, and she's going to get pushed a little bit by Nelson. And that's one of those things, Paul, you see.
Yeah.
Referees are looking for the hands on the inside. You got to get your hands outside. Can't do that much body if you're going to get your thumbs inside there. So you're going to get called for that 10 times out of 10. Here's Cara Bloom already at the free throw line, 5 fouls. So the 1-and-1 for Cara Bloom.
Yeah, Cara Bloom with 11 points so far in the game, able to make it 12 on that free throw just there. Cara Bloom with the smart play there, though, to make her defender work for that and make her defender chase her, which eventually drew the foul.
2 swishes, 44-33. Hope beginning to pull away. And here's Richmond across timeline. Oh, strip by Maynard, so athletic. Cara Bloom, can she dunk it? No, but she gets the 2 to go. And that's what the crowd wanted. It's going to be a Platteville timeout, Paul. We're going to take a break. We'll be back here. It's a 13-point Dutch lead here at DeVos Fieldhouse.
My name is Evan Thomas. I'm a rising senior at Hope College. I'm a biology major and a chemistry minor on the pre-med track, and I play basketball here. Hope's really defined my goals and defined the path I want to set for myself. Coach Mitchell has been a big catalyst in my growth here at Hope, as well as many professors, specifically my lab professor, Dr. Calvo. I hope to use what I've learned here at Hope to continue my research in medical school. Through medicine, I hope I can erase healthcare disparities.
I'm Ryan Vanderswart. As an invested community partner, LBZ is proud to help share Hope College's stories of transformational impact.
Back here at DeVos Fieldhouse. Hope College women's Dutch basketball team is beginning to pull away here, 46-33. When we were at the break, Paul, we were discussing really starting to find an offensive identity here in the second half in their second game. Garner, the navigator, Maynard as well.
Oh, great steal.
And another steal by Maynard. Maynard with room to work on the double team. No. They're going to find her on a
travel there. I thought Maynard was going to pull the Euro step there for a minute, but the center official here says, sorry, you traveled.
Here comes Strom
in the
other
NBA,
way.
That's not a travel, though.
Yeah, she might get one more step there.
Yeah, for sure.
Playing against Kyrie. And, hey, that's Strom driving around the key, and a block by Leach. A huge block on the three-point line out to Cara Bloom. Cara Bloom now out to Maynard. Maynard looking to make something work here. Calls for the high ball screen. Off ball is Cara Bloom. A little mid jab to make room. Maynard dishes out Bellows. Cara Bloom on the drive with room. Can't get it to go, but Lee does. Off the glass. Lee again. Yeah.
Wow, Courtney Lee with the and one. And that's where the difference maker is going to be right now, Matt. We saw it with Raven Jemison. Now we're seeing it with Courtney Lee being able to get in the paint, win that rebounding advantage, and put it back up for the and one.
Courtney Lee dominating the glass for Hope College. So Lee's got a couple here in this ball game. Old-fashioned three-point play is solidified, 49-33. It's the Hope College lead. Here's Strom going the other way, trying to probe, trying to get the ball out. Gets the ball to Hopper. Hopper to Kling, to top the key. Kling with room to drive out for three is Hopper. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Bellows. Bellows immediately puts the ball on the ground. Almost stolen there by Strom, but out to Maynard. I love the jab step by Carlblum. Creates so much space. And Maynard,
wow.
A deep three from the men's line. Another timeout by Coach McNiff.
Wow.
As Hope College all but putting them away, up 19. So we will take another break, and it's a 30-second timeout.
Custer Insurance Agency is a proud sponsor of Hope Athletics.
Back here, DeVos Fieldhouse, Matt Wayner alongside Paul Willard. Hope College is finding their footing in this matchup against the Platteville Pioneers from Wisconsin. So we got Maynard, Bellows, Kearns, Brunsberg, the freshman, and Lee out there for the Dutch. Strom dribbles it off her foot. It's going to be Hope College ball.
Hope really starting to find their offensive rhythm here as they've pulled away from the Pioneers in the last 5 or 6 minutes or so, hitting a couple of key three-pointers and some points in the paint. And I would expect more of that from the Dutch as they look to really not let their foot off the gas pedal here and really establish a little bit more rhythm for themselves.
Maynard creating a lot of space with her jab. She's now around the key. They find Jemison down there with room. Easy two.
Yeah, great turn by Jemison there.
Easy two. Jemison now with 8 in the ball game. Strom the guard. She's driving, and it's stolen again by Maynard. That's 3 this quarter. She's been amazing. To Bellows, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wonderful transition play by the Dutch. That's Maynard to Bellows. We'll be calling those names all year. Here's Richmond. Driving with the left with room to work. We're going to get Brunsberg on the foul on the ground.
Yeah, great court vision on that last run out by Maynard to see a streaking Bellows down the far side of the court and able to put it right into her hands as Bellows went in for that left-handed layup.
Picking up with what we talked about last year, Paul, a team where traditionally Coach Morehouse has always liked to have a couple of groups of 5 girls that he can go in and out. 2 guards that can play 20 minutes to 25 minutes. So you may now be able to find Garner and Kaiser your starting guards, but then you got Maynard and Brunsberg a second team. You got other players that are going to be able to play 15 to 22 minutes a game, and that's going to be a huge benefit, especially when they enter MIAA play.
Yeah, you think, normally you want to try to find rhythm with the people that are on the court, but it seems so far, at least for Coach Mo and the Flying Dutch, that they're able to switch up their personnel quite a bit and still gain an offensive advantage here as they have an incredibly deep bench and an incredible amount of players who can really put the ball in the bucket.
Credit to the depth of that bench and the drive by Maynard. She's fouled on the way up. Taryn Maynard here at the free throw line. Maynard's a freshman. Jenison High School, as we talked about. 56-33, the Hope College lead as they pull away here. Make that 57. Last season, a really fun team by Coach Morehouse's daughter, Meg, as the starting guard. And losing those 5 seniors, as we talked about, while it makes a statement, he reloads. Just as we're seeing here today. And there's Kling on the drive, picks up her dribble at the free throw line. Out to Hopper. Hopper now to Mueller. Mueller pump fake, finds room, dishes out, and that's a new player in the ball game. That looks like number 30, Talia DeGroot.
Yeah, great hands by Hannah Kearns there to strip that away. She gets fouled, and that's going to be
a foul on DeGroot right
foul
there.
On DeGroot there, yep.
So a couple more subs in the ball game. It's going to be Brindley Nelson back in the game, as well as Ella Makowicz, the 2 all WEAC honorable mention guards for Wisconsin-Platteville.
Yeah, Matt, and we'd be remiss if we didn't mention that we just see here on the far side of the court the Hope College women's volleyball team walking into the arena. Of course, they will take on the arch rival Calvin University Knights in the MIAA championship game here at 5 o'clock at DeVos Fieldhouse. So shortly after this game concludes, we'll see the Hope College Flying Dutch volleyball team take on the Calvin Knights here. And you love to see fellow athletes supporting each other and coming out to each other's games. And cheering on their fellow student athletes.
And that miss by Brunsberg. It's a foul on the other end to get the ball here. Now Nelson at the free throw line. As you've said, Paul, very huge game between Hope and Calvin.
Yeah.
So you're going to want to find that on the YouTube broadcast if you are a Hope College fan.
Or
right
come out
after
live.
this game. Yeah, come out live if you're local.
Yeah.
You know, we got fans all over the place.
Oh, we absolutely do.
Alumni network that vast around the country as well as around the world, watching Hope College women's basketball and then women's volleyball support of the Hope College athletic department. Here's Garner across the timeline. Dishes off to Brunsberg. Brunsberg stripped. And that's a steal by Makowicz. Makowicz now to Richmond. Between the legs, that was fancy. Out now to Kling. Kling on the left side. At the top of the key, a shot is an air ball by Makowicz. And a nice save.
Oh, wow.
By
Yeah,
Tatum
nice save
Weir,
there.
the freshman, but they're going to get a foul here on Jemison. Jemison with 4 fouls. She will take a break again here in the third quarter. Courtney Lee comes in the ball game as well as Sydney Viss.
And this is where it's dangerous, right? Like we talked about Hope Biggs getting in foul trouble. Raven Jemison now with 4 fouls going out of the game late in the third quarter here. I wouldn't be surprised to see her kind of take the rest of the quarter off and maybe earn a couple of more minutes in the fourth quarter here. But dangerous foul trouble there for Jemison.
Kling gets the first, the second as well. 20-point Hope College lead. Gardner navigating now with 1.5 minutes to go in the third. She drives, she makes space for herself easily.
Beautiful.
Easily makes space for herself as Jada Garner. Here's Richmond. Nice cut there by Nelson, but Kaiser stays with her. Good defense.
Oh, wow.
Garner just beat off the dribble a bit with the left, but that's a nice move for a Platteville too. Here's Viss doing work on the double team. I'm too strong for you. So impressed their ability to stay in the air and be a shot maker for Hope College. Hannah Kearns doing work there as it's batted out of bounds out of Jada Gardner. The Hope College bench loves that one. A couple of subs here. Carl Bloom back in the game for Bellows. It's Kearns and Kaiser that are going to take a break on the bench.
Yeah, Matt, you mentioned earlier, you know, one of the things that Coach Mo and the Flying Dutch were famous for is kind of those hockey line changes. And it seems that Mo and the Flying Dutch are really kind of abandoning that a little bit this year, as they certainly have any number of players who can come in and put the ball in the bottom of the net. And he's experimenting to see who can step up and who's going to be their playmakers for the coming year.
So Leach is going to sub in now after the free throw here. The make by Mackwitz. It's a 20-point game. Leach comes in the ball game for Viss. There's Gardner setting up offense. Courtney Lee, the high screen. And it's off of Carbloom. She makes room, step back jab, can't get it to go. Rebound by Bellows. Bellows now with room, but it's stolen by Nelson. Nelson steps out of bounds before having an opportunity to go up. So it's going to be Hope College ball here at the midline.
Yeah, sigh of relief there from the Flying Dutch bench as Platteville got the steal, but unfortunately stepped out of bounds here.
Here comes Garner. Setting up offense out to Bellows. Bellows driving, doing work on Kling. She's got room. Around the top of the key. Carbloom going to work on the drive. She's out to Bellows. Great defensive possession here. Dishes to Lee. Lee can't hold on to it. So that's going to be a turnover on Hope College. I'm sorry, actually an offensive foul that they're going to call on Courtney Lee there. That's just her first foul. That foul is going to put him in the double bonus. So we got Mackwicks here at the free throw line. A little bit of a ref deliberation here. So it is not in the double bonus just yet. So it will remain Platteville ball though. Here's Mackwicks getting the ball into Richmond. Richmond finds a space there. Can't get the two to go.
Oh, great take.
And that will be the end of the third quarter, 61-41. The Hope College lead. We'll be back here at the Voss Fieldhouse in a couple.
Whether you're building your dream home, buying a fixer-upper, or downsizing, the process can feel overwhelming. Let the local team at Lighthouse Title help the closing process be one less worry. Just ask your real estate professional or lender to close at Lighthouse Title. To learn more about how we're involved in our 35 communities or to ask us any questions about the process, visit us online at lighthousetitle.net.
Back live, DeVos Fieldhouse, 61-41. Hope College leads the Platteville Pioneers. And this has been a ball game, Paul, that's been a whole lot of figuring stuff out for both these teams. Early in the non-conference, you can find out a little bit of who your underclassmen are going to be and who you're going to trust as you enter conference play. So both these teams trying to figure that out. Ball comes into Garner. Garner across timeline. High screen and roll for Lee and Garner, but they dish out to Carbloom. Carbloom's going to call for the travel. She just took one too many steps there. Platteville going the other way. Here's Richmond. Richmond at the top of the key. She's trying to dribble drive. Out to Kling. Now Kling driving here. She's got room to work. Beats Lee, and they're going to get Lee for her second foul on the way up.
Yeah, definitely a really nice spell of possession there for the Pioneers as they were working the ball around, couple dribble drives, looking to put it up, and they draw the foul from Courtney Lee for her second one here. And we've got a shooting foul here at the line for the Platteville Pioneers.
Kling gets the first to go.
Platteville 9 of 11 from the charity stripe today. College 12 of 14
Can't get the second to go, but she's got 8 points, or 9 points, I'm sorry, as she leads Platteville scoring so far. Garner making room on Richmond. Bellows, and Bellows is out on the left wing to Carble. Using that jab step as Leach as she drives, dishes out Bellows for 3. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing but net, Olivia Bellows.
Great look online there for Bellows.
Hope not back on defense in time, but it's an ill-advised pass to Kling. So Barb Kling can't pull it down, so another Platteville turnover.
Yeah, Hope jumping out now to a 22-point lead, kind of pulling away here in this game, Matt. And I think you see Hope's offensive shape starting to take a little bit more form here. They're trying some new things, shooting the ball really successfully so far in the second half.
Bellows drives, can't get it to go, but Lee
nice putback.
Gets the rebound and a putback. Courtney Lee. Courtney Lee's got 5. Richmond the other way. Trying to do some off-ball screens, see if they can get somebody open, but it's a drive by Nelson. And the ref on the baseline is gonna get an offensive foul.
Oof.
Coach McNiff not happy about that.
Certainly not.
And that is a tough one to see. It just looked like a little bit too much pressure there with a hand on the drive by Nelson. Here's Leach making room. Out to Bellows in the corner. Oh, Bellows, bad pass as she's trying to get the ball down to Lee. Here's Kling going the other way. Kling out in the corner. Richmond, air ball. Lee gets the rebound off of Leach. Garner with pace. Out. 3 for Bellows. Yes, she does.
Oh, yes.
That's a great shot. Another 3 by Olivia Bellows.
Yeah, Olivia Bellows wide open in the corner, able to take that 3 with enough time to just get her feet set and put it in the bottom of the net.
Makowicz from 2 at the free throw line. That's easy. Leach going the other way, trying to go to work on Makowicz. It's to Lee at the top of the key, and here's Bellows off the screen and roll. Not down to Lee, but a dish out to Garner. Garner loses track of the basketball. It's a turnover to Mueller. Mueller, the Kevin Love outlet pass out to Makowicz. Driving, yeah, she does.
Oh, nice left-handed scoop there from Makowicz.
Timeout by Coach McNiff, down 23. She wants to talk some things over here. We got 7:11 to play in the ball game. We'll be back here in a minute. Back here in DeVos, 23-point lead by Hope College. Let's take an opportunity to thank some of our sponsors, Paul.
Yeah, definitely.
And supporters of Hope College women's basketball.
Yeah, you know, we can't do anything here on the live stream, calling these games, any of the graphics that we do, any of our programs without the helpful assistance of our anchor partners here, LVZ Financial Planning, the Holland Board of Public Works, Lighthouse Title Group, Michigan ENT and Allergy Specialist, and Edward Jones, Scott Youngling, CFP. We'd like to thank our boosters and our sponsors for their continuous support of Hope College athletics. We value our community partnerships and everything that they do to support the mission of Hope Athletics.
Back in on the action,
Oh,
it's
beautiful.
Vice. Sydney Viss, who else?
Wow.
The wonder shot up there. Looks like Viss with 11 now. Going the other way is Strom. Strom down. to Mueller. Mueller out, nice pass to Weir. Weir with the air ball. Rebound by Carl Bloom, and now it's Maynard going the other way. The outlet is to Viss. Carl Bloom for three. Off the mark, off the front of the iron. Rebound by Platteville. Going the other way is Makowicz. They're going to get Carl Bloom. Carl Bloom, too many hands there.
Yeah.
So she's going to get called for the foul. A couple of subs now in the ballgame. Carl Bloom taking a seat on the bench. Lauren Leach in the ballgame now for Hope College. Leach, Kaiser, Maynard, Lee, and Viss are in the ballgame for the Dutch. There's Makowicz. That's a good shot.
Oh, wow, in and out.
Can't get it to go. Rebound brought down by Lee.
Yeah, Carson Carlblum taking a seat on the bench, leading all scorers with 15 for the afternoon.
Kaiser's got room. High pass out there to Viss. Viss cross-court baseball pass to Maynard. He's down to Lee. Lee can't get the ball out. They're going to call a tie-up, so a jump ball is going to give possession. That's going to give possession to Platteville.
Yeah, great job on the tie-up there from Platteville. Seeing that Courtney Lee kind of keeping that ball a little bit low, not able to put that ball up high where, the defenders down low can grab it and tie it up.
Strum driving dishes out. Weir, another three. Nice look. She's got 11, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Great shot there by Weir. Leach around the horn. Jab step by Kaiser, makes room. Bad pass in the hands of Weir. And it's picked off by Sydney Viss. And then stolen away there by Makowicz. She couldn't get control of the basketball there. Fans continuing to file in here for the women's volleyball matchup against Calvin University after this, and you're going to want to tune into that. Viss driving. We get a foul on the floor here. A foul is going to be called on Wokach. Viss, top of the key. Dishes out around the horn. Puts the ball on the floor is Leach. And that's out to Viss. It's now to Kaiser trying to drive. She makes room for herself. Dishes out. That's Maynard for three. In and out. Rebound is brought down by Wokach. Here's Weir at the top of the key. Trying to find what she wants to do as she gets out to the wing to Wokach. Nice pass.
Wow, beautiful cut.
To Makowicz. She gives credit to Wokach on the pass. Nice move there.
Yeah, beautiful cut by Makowicz to see that open lane, and a great find in the paint for two.
Around the horn is Viss for three. It's short. Rebound by Ware. Ware's been very good for Platteville so far today defensively and hitting a few threes. Ill-advised pass. Falls in the hands of Sydney Viss.
And for the first time in this game, Coach Mo putting in some wholesale subs here. All 5 new players coming onto the floor here as Coach Mo takes a timeout.
So we'll be back. Yeah, so we're going to take a break here, and we'll be back with more fourth quarter action after this.
The River Place in downtown Holland redefines active senior living. A no-step floor plan is designed around your needs, so you can leave the worries of home ownership behind and enjoy a vibrant lifestyle right outside your door. Make the River Place your home. Visit resthaven.org/riverplace to reserve yours today.
Back here at DeVos, 20-point lead by the Hope College Dutch women's basketball team as they continue to do work. For the sound system we were talking about, Paul, beginning to request songs. Hopefully somebody just requested Darude Sandstorm.
Oh, man.
Haven't heard this song since high school prom.
This takes me back to my college days for sure.
There's Garner.
We need glow sticks for that song.
Is out. Ooh, Bellows, nice move, but it's too strong off the glass. Rebound is brought down by Wokash. Baseball pass to Ware. She finds a strike. Out to her partner, and that's a nice little two-pointer there.
Yeah, really nice pass down the court there. Nice finish from Weir, and Platteville really not giving anything up here at all as they are putting the pressure on the Dutch to finish them off here, and Platteville hanging in down just 19 points now as Carl Bloom finishes with the left hand at the net.
Carl Bloom makes a lot of room for herself. The dribble handoff. Nice defensive possession there by Bellows. It's going to be off Wokach's hands. So another Platteville turnover. They're well into double digits. It's Hope College basketball, 3.5 to play here. Here's Garner, cross timeline, dribble driving. She's got Bellows in the corner. Bellows for three, off the mark. Rebound by Jemison. Dish to Garner.
Beautiful.
On the cut, nice two-pointer by Garner. Garner just with 9 today.
Excellent patience by Raven Jemison there to see the cutting Garner coming on that left side.
Nice drive there by Strom. She gets the 2 to go. Subs coming in now for Platteville. A lot of hands there by Strom, so they're going to call on the ground. Remains Hope College basketball.
Yeah, my name is Travis.
Garner on the pass in. Here's Brunsberg. Brunsberg almost picks up her dribble. This ball out to Bellows. Bellows now to Garner. Garner with room. Nice pass to Jemison. Jemison is going to get called for the offensive. Not sure what they saw there. Just go ahead to look at her coach to see what that was.
Yeah,
she fouled out of the ball game. So Raven Jemison is up with 8 points, 5 fouls.
Yeah, you could. I'm not a professional lip reader, but Coach Mo says to Raven Jemison, she comes off of the court. That's a tough call. Definitely not on Raven there. And that's a tough call for Raven to go out with 5 fouls there.
So we got a freshman here in the ball game now for Platteville. That's Lizzie Poehler. It's a turnover there on the first possession. And then in here for Hope College, a world of subs. Let's see if we can get all these here for you. Number 33, Ashley. Oh, I'm sorry. That's a turnover by Hope. Going the other way is an and one.
Yeah.
By Hopper.
Yeah, Lauren Neiman's coming into the ball game here. Lily Miller coming into the ball game, as well as Grayson Guy. And number 33, who we don't have on our roster, but I believe that it is Morgan Miller from the JV team.
There's the miss on the and one try.
And Brooklyn Roback in the game as well.
And that's going to be off in the hands of Hope College. Coach Mo is going to take timeout, so we're going to take a break here.
My name's Emma Duttmers, and I'm a communications major, and then I'm minoring in environmental studies. I play soccer. The first soccer game of my junior year, I tore my ACL. Our athletic trainer, Annie, was there for me right when it happened, and she was there for me literally every step of the way. That was definitely a huge growing opportunity for me, and it was really hard, but it really pushed me to be a leader with more of my voice because I couldn't lead by example on the field. It definitely made me take a step back and realize how much there's to be grateful for.
As an invested community partner, LVZ is proud to share hope stories of transformational impact.
Back here at DeVos, there's Platteville. Setting up for three is Hoppered off the mark. Rebound brought down by Miller, out in transition, too strong. But out to Niemans. Niemans, the freshman, the sophomore from Sterling Heights. There's a drive, there's 14, Lily. Miller up off the mark. Rebound is brought down by Talia DeGroat. Hoppert the other way, stop and pop. No problem.
Great shot there.
Out in transition here for Hope College. They're moving quickly, that's Roback. Out for three. Off the mark is Niemans. And that rebounds by Grayson Guy, the freshman from Petoskey. Another sub coming in the ball game is number 42, Bria Smith, freshman from Eau Claire. For Hope College now, roll back around the key, and that's to Niemans, the sophomore. Niemans on the drive. She's fouled on her way up.
Yeah, great dribble drive there by Niemans, drawing the contact in the paint, unable to get the and one, but she'll go to the charity stripe and shoot two.
1:26 to play here.
Well, they're not going to call that on Smith. They're going to call that
off the mark is Niemans' free throw.
35-59. First free throw off the mark by Niemans for her first point to the basketball game.
Second one is short as well. Rebound by Hoppert. Hoppert in transition. She dribble drives. Let's ball out to Polar. And a travel on the drive by Brooke Christensen.
That's a tough one.
Yeah. Look at all these new names here.
Yeah.
Thought I'd struggle more with Makowicz, but done pretty well with her.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, here's Hope College. Drive now is Guy. For Miller, I apologize, off the mark. It's going to be Platteville ball going the other way.
Yeah, great to get some of these first-year players for Coach Mo, some in-game experience, as Hope has this game in hand right now, ticking down to 1 minute left, and that's a turnover for Platteville. But you always love to see that. That's one thing that the Flying Dutch and Coach Mo are really dedicated to, is when the game's out of hand and the game is well within the grasp of victory, they like to put in a lot of their bench players and get them some court time and actual in-game action.
Nice strong take there is by 15 freshman Grayson Guy. It's just a little bit too long, and now it's going the other way for Platteville. Leah DeGroat. The drive dishes out. There's Hopper. She settles for a long two. It's long. Rebound by Bria Smith. We're going to call a jump ball. It's going to be Hope College basketball. 26 seconds to go here. So you got to be happy, Paul, with if you're a Hope College basketball fan, to be able to see what they were able to do.
Yeah, really a true team effort, Matt, right? I mean, that's one of the things that Hope prides itself on. Great defense, really strong and potent offense, and that's what we saw in this game today, as Hope's just going to hold here and run out the clock for the 75-59 victory here. What a game for the Flying Dutch, and an excellent performance as well by the Platteville Pioneers, coming in from Wisconsin for this tip-off tournament. Just an all-around fantastic game, fun to call here with you.
So that's Hope College over Wisconsin-Platteville, 75-59 is your final. And that will do us for here. That's Matt Wayner alongside Paul Willard. Another win as Hope College starts the season 2-0. Wisconsin-Platteville now 1-1. And as their fans want to give the high fives to their teammates, look ahead for the next matchup being the Hope College women's volleyball against Calvin University here going to start.
Yep, right around 5 o'clock here. We got to get the courts changed out, got to put the volleyball nets up, and do all of that. Of course, Hope and Calvin know each other very well. This will be the third time that they've played each other this season. So stick around for that. Check out the Hope YouTube channel. Stick around. They come out to DeVos for some excellent MIAA championship volleyball here.
And that will do it here from DeVos Fieldhouse, 75-59, the final. Hope College over Wisconsin-Platteville. Matt Wayner and Paul Willard. We'll see you next time.
There are over 5,000 colleges and universities in the United States alone, and nearly every single one of them is named after a location or a historical figure. But along the shores of Lake Michigan, there is a school whose namesake is not a founder, not a historical figure, not a state, city, or physical landmark. It is named after an ideal, a virtue, a way of life. Its name is hope. It is so easy to get lost in what this world lacks, to become discouraged by its needs, gaps, and flaws. Can we see beyond the uncertainty and brokenness? At Hope College, we do. Not by ignoring the world as it is, but by learning and living with the belief that this is not the world as it should be, by driving to understand, to unlock clarity, to amplify truth, by leading with inspired compassion, by embodying a vision that illuminates greater opportunity for all, by serving with anchored conviction, using our collective gifts to offer this world what it needs most. Hope. Not simply hope as a desire, but hope as a way of being. Because hope has changed the way we see the world, and hope drives us to change the way the world is. Because hope shapes our calling. Because hope inspires our dreams. Because hope empowers our talents. Because hope frees us to try. Because hope transforms what we believe, transforms how we act, transforms who we are. At Hope College, we know this life-altering grace is a gift we have all been given, and it is the greatest gift we can offer the world. Hope transforms.